In a universe teeming with wonders, Jack Monroe, an ordinary mechanic, discovers a malfunctioning alien spacecraft in his yard, igniting a thrilling chance to escape the mundane. As he confronts extraordinary technology and emotions entwined with alien visitors, Jack faces a life-altering decision. Will he sacrifice his old life to embrace the unknown, challenging the very essence of right and wrong? If you want to dive into real stories of parallel realities every day, in enigmatic, technological worlds that are completely different from our planet, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Well, let's go. Chapter 1. A Sky of Wonders * in the ethereal landscape of Nova Nevada, a serene colony nestled in the cosmic cradle, Jack Monroe toiled diligently at his craft. Jack, a rugged man in his late 20s with unkempt chestnut hair and piercing blue eyes, appeared unremarkable at first glance, yet he exuded an undeniable aura of restless ambition. This small town, a sanctuary for dreamers and doers, had long been a backdrop for the mundane tasks he undertook as a mechanic. People often regarded him as merely reliable, yet beneath the surface lay an insatiable yearning for something extraordinary, something starlit and beyond reach. As twilight fell and the stars began to twinkle against the dark canvas of the sky, a sense of wonder washed over Jack. He often peered into the night, dreaming about the cosmic mysteries that lay beyond the atmosphere, secrets he'd spent countless hours poring over in aged texts and pixelated archives. A confluence of starlight began, shimmering in a dazzling array of colors that danced before him. The air crackled with electric anticipation as if the universe was nudging him toward a destinous encounter. In that pivotal moment, the remarkable unfolded. A spacecraft, breathtakingly luminous and enigmatic, descended gracefully into his front yard. Its surface shimmered like liquid silver, casting waves of vibrant hues that danced around Jack, blending seamlessly with the shadows of the encroaching night. He stood awestruck, his heart racing with both exhilaration and trepidation as the craft touched down, the ground trembling slightly beneath its weight. For Jack, this was a moment whispered in the quiet corners of his dreams, a tangible slice of the extraordinary that had long eluded him. As the ship's landing gears settled into the ground, a beam of light flashed from the craft, illuminating Jack and the area around him. His heart thundered in his chest, flooded with overwhelming emotions, curiosity, excitement, dread. With bated breath, he approached the vessel, each cautious step echoing against the unfamiliar hum of an alien engine. The door opened with a hiss, revealing 3 radiant figures stepping into the light. They emerged elegantly from the craft, basking in an ethereal glow. Their features were otherworldly. Skin gleamed in an iridescent sheen, colors shifting with their movements like oil on water, embodying the splendor of 1,000 suns. These women were not just aliens but an embodiment of cosmic artistry. The one in the front, tall and commanding, possessed long, silvery hair that cascaded like a waterfall of stars and eyes that shimmered with an azure brilliance, revealing intelligence and warmth. She held herself with an air of authority, and her presence alone sparked a sense of reverence in Jack's heart. Beside her stood a shorter figure clad in intricate organic armor that appeared to meld seamlessly with her body, a fusion of technology and life. Her hair shot out in vibrant green tendrils that floated whimsically as they moved, and there was an innate curiosity in her amber eyes. The last of the trio bore a graceful elegance. Her features were sharp, contrasting with the softness of her lavender-tinted skin. In her hands, she cradled an intricate device that hummed with energy, its purpose obscured yet undeniably vital. They communicated without words, the urgency of their presence palpable. Jack's mechanical instincts kicked in as tendrils of their thoughts entwined with his own through expression and gesture. Soon enough, he learned of their plight. Their spacecraft had malfunctioned during a critical retrieval mission, leaving them stranded and vulnerable in this quaint corner of the cosmos. An overwhelming sense of responsibility washed over him like a tidal wave. Could he, a mere mechanic, truly assist these remarkable beings? Doubt hung in the air like a thick fog, heavy and oppressive. But beneath it lay something else, an undeniable spark, a desire to rise to the occasion. The aliens conveyed their complex situation through a blend of gestures, emotions, and hauntingly beautiful images that danced vividly in Jack's mind. He glimpsed their homeworld, an astral garden of luminescence where technology and biology interwove in a grand tapestry. Life thrived in harmony, yet danger lurked with the potential to unravel it all. The desperation in their expressions echoed within him. What Jack felt in his chest was more than just duty, it was a profound realization that he could hold the key to their survival. Just as the cosmic wonders around him were awakening, so too was the latent potential inside of him. Fueled by a newfound determination, Jack stepped forward, ready to confront the unknown with the very skills he had honed in the shadows of his unremarkable life. Days morphed into nights as Jack delved into the intricate web of alien technology. He was a man on a quest, unraveling the mysteries contained within the spacecraft's core, a delicate balance of energy and engineering far beyond anything he had previously encountered. Each component felt alive, pulsating with an energy that seemed to resonate with his very being. The ship vibrated with potential, yet it teetered on the brink of chaos as though it mirrored his internal conflict between the ordinary and the extraordinary. Jack's workshop, a sanctuary for machines, transformed into a battleground against time, as he poured every ounce of skill and knowledge into reviving the vessel. The alien women watched him closely, their expressions a mixture of hope and cautious optimism. He felt their gaze urging him forward, propelling him into a state of intense focus. The air was thick with the scent of foreign materials, their textures unpredictable, and yet he navigated them with an instinctive grace. Days bled into nights. Jack's hands became calloused, stained with the grease of machinery and the pulse of alien tech. As he nursed the ship back to life, he found himself bonding with the aliens over silent shared glances and understanding. A sense of kinship developed, transcending language and culture. They shared stories of their home and of their people, an interconnected society fueled by knowledge and wonder, by exploration and dream. Yet amidst the intrigue of cosmic tales, a new battle loomed for Jack, a battle against self-doubt. Surrounded by the extraordinary, he constantly questioned his worth. Was he merely fixing broken machinery, or was there something greater beckoning? Certainly, he had been thrust into a situation far beyond the mundane life he had always known, yet it was a path laden with uncertainty. With a climactic focus, Jack turned toward the ship's central core, a pulsating heart cloaked in a labyrinth of wires and glowing nodes. Guided by instinct and desperation, he fought against the weight of his previous skepticism. With a swift set of maneuvers that felt embedded in his muscle memory, he stabilized the core energy system at the last indispensable moment. Bright flashes erupted as the energy surged through the ship, illuminating his persistent resolve and the profound connection between him and the three women who believed in him. The alien leader approached, eyes wide with astonishment. Jack felt overwhelmingly vulnerable yet exhilarated under her Chapter 2. The call for help as the luminescent glow of the spacecraft faded. Jack Monroe stood, frozen in disbelief. The enchanting scene before him morphed from a dreamlike state of wonder to the urgent reality of his predicament. Three alien women emerged from the effulgent light, their figures simultaneously graceful and commanding. Each was a tapestry of cosmic design, each radiating an energy that spoke of worlds far beyond those within Jack's limited imagination. The first woman, Aelra, had iridescent skin that shimmered like the surface of a tranquil ocean, dotted with intricate patterns that shifted as she moved. Her eyes, enormous and framed by delicate lashes, glowed with a soft blue luminescence. They held both desperation and hope, locking on Jack as if he were the linchpin of their fate. Aelra exuded an air of authority, deftly communicating urgency through subtle gestures. Beside her stood Jira, with skin that resembled brushed silver, reflecting the ambient light around her. Her hair cascaded down like strands of liquid mercury, flowing seamlessly as she took quick, purposeful steps. Jira's demeanor was intense, her bright green eyes flickering with both anxiety and an intelligence that hinted at her status as a tactician. When she spoke, it was with an unyielding conviction, her voice carrying the weight of countless battles fought and lost. The last of the trio was Kira, who possessed a more ethereal presence. Her violet skin shimmered under the gentle illumination, mirroring the hues of the distant nebula that spread across the night sky. With opalescent wings extending from her back, Kira moved like a wisp of smoke dancing in the breeze. Her demeanor was soft and empathetic, often reaching out with her slender fingers as if to connect with Jack on a spiritual level, relaying sentiments that transcended language. The urgency radiating from them was palpable. Their starship had experienced an unprecedented malfunction, sparking fear within the hearts of the visitors. The ship, an amalgamation of organic and synthetic technology, shimmered restlessly, as mechanisms sputtered and whirled. Jack's heart raced with doubt. Could he truly assist beings from a world beyond his understanding? Yet he felt a twinge of exhilaration within, a voice whispering that this moment was meant for him. With his mechanic instincts leaping to the fore, Jack quickly assessed the vessel. Its design was wildly different from anything he had ever encountered, smooth surfaces folded into organic shapes, pulsating with light. His hands moved over the alien materials, feeling the heartbeat of the machine beneath his fingertips. The thrumming energy resonated with a rhythmic pulse, reminiscent of a creature alive, yet clearly in distress. As Jack maneuvered closer, Aelra pointed toward a compartment where an array of wires and crystalline structures coalesced in a chaotic tumble. Power conduit failure, she conveyed through a synthesized translation device pulsating softly, seemingly syncing with the ship's energy flow. Jack furrowed his brow. The concept of a conduit in this alien design was foreign, but the fundamentals of energy flow were universal. Under Jira's keen gaze, Jack delved into the depths of the machinery. His mind raced as he deciphered the structural anomalies, placing his faith in his instincts. Time felt suspended in those moments. The distant stars along with the swirling galaxies felt as if they were holding their breath, waiting to see what Jack would uncover. He worked his way through the intricate layers, finding themselves woven with bioluminescent threads, a combination of biology and mechanics that mirrored the beauty of the women before him. Kira's presence alongside him was a source of comfort. Her gentle humming resonated within the core of the ship, enhancing Jack's concentration. With each moment spent beside them, he felt a bond growing, an unforgeable connection emerging from the shared urgency and purpose. Together, Jack and the alien women were orchestrating a dance intertwined with technology and emotion, overshadowing Jack's lingering fears. Deep within the vessel, amidst the vibrant arrays of colors that hinted at the ship's complex functions, Jack sensed a critical point. A junction of energies that would either provide salvation or lead to catastrophe. The risk loomed heavy as he made the final adjustments, hands blistering from the heat of the equipment. As his heart raced, dipping into an abundance of adrenaline, Jack could feel the weight of destiny fall on his shoulders. Fulfilling Aelra's wish felt like interstellar fate itself. Jack embraced the cosmic power before him. With a swift motion, Embodying both trepidation and determination, he completed the final connection. There was a moment of silence, a brief breath held in the cosmos before a surge. The ship responded, its hull vibrating harmoniously as the energy coursed through it once more, revitalizing the air around them. A veil of gratitude washed over Aelra, Jira, and Kira. They exchanged glances, hope illuminating their otherwise worried faces. In that instant, a deeper connection tethered them beyond mortals and ethereal beings. Jack had triumphed, but the resolution birthed a new dilemma, one veiled in the shadows of ethical implications. The consequence of his action began to unfold, sending ripples through the fabric of their intertwined fates. What had he embraced with his call to action? Did his intervention rescue them merely for a moment, or would it tether him to destinies beyond his comprehension? As Jack pondered these thoughts, the alien technology began to produce harmonic tones, synchronized with an array of lights that shifted and pulsed. The vessel had not only revived but had awakened something within its core that signaled further complexities ahead. Restoration initiated, echoed a synthetic yet melodic voice from the ship, announcing its revival in defiance of the impending unknown. Yet deeper questions clawed at the edge of Jack's consciousness. Had he merely opened the door to their escape, or had he somehow entangled his sun-kissed soul within the looming darkness that lurked beyond the stars? The ship, their shared vessel, became alive again, pulsating with newfound clarity and danger, setting their course for destinations unknown. No longer were they merely rescuers and rescued, instead, they were companions on a brink of greater trials to come. What knowledge had Jack inadvertently tapped into? What forces had he just unsettled in his quest for adventure? As the ship hovered, ready to ascend into the infinite expanse, Jack felt both exhilarated and endangered. Each newfound bond and shared purpose echoed the great mysteries that lay waiting beyond the threshold of their current reality. The stars beckoned, reflecting the choices waiting to unfold amidst a web of secrets and prophecies, each twinkling light a witness to the shadows wrapping around their fates. The moment the vessel glided into the blanket of the night sky, a visceral energy coursed through Jack's veins, reminding him of the choices he had made. Uncertainty loomed as the weight of responsibility crept back into his thoughts. This was but the beginning of something monumental. Chapter 3. The heart of the machine. Days melted into nights within the confines of the alien spacecraft, as Jack Monroe found himself entangled in a ballet of wires, circuits, and uncharted machinery. The ambiance of the dimly lit chamber, infused with bioluminescent designs pulsating rhythmically, felt alive, almost as if the ship was conscious. Jack, a mere mechanic by Earth standards, was immersed in a reality far beyond the scope of his previous life in Nova Nevada. He felt a blend of apprehension and exhilaration coursing through him as he faced the complexities of the alien technology. The turquoise glow of the energy core thrummed with a haunting beauty, casting long shadows against the vessel's soft, organic curves. The alien women, standing by with anxious expressions, were embodiments of both hope and concern. Their advanced understanding of technology was matched only by the grace with which they presented themselves, each movement fluid, each glance filled with desperation. Their leader, Xylara, with skin shimmering like the surface of a distant ocean and eyes reflecting the galaxies, observed Jack intently, as if deciphering the intentions of his very soul. As Jack operated, unfamiliar schematics danced before his eyes. Columns of glowing symbols spiraled like vines around his consciousness. He was aware that every choice he made had stakes far beyond his comprehension. The stability of this vessel rested in his hands. The weight of that realization was at once thrilling and crushing. He was not merely fixing a ship. He was addressing the lifeline of otherworldly beings, sustaining an opportunity for their survival and freedom from the unknown. He focused on the delicate interlinking systems that meshed together like the threads of fate. Each component told a story, shimmering conduits that carried energy from deep within the craft's heart, crystalline interfaces that transmuted thoughts into mechanical actions, and shields that protected the vessel from the perils of the cosmos. As he delved deeper, Jack sensed an almost symbiotic relationship. He was merging his mechanical intuition with alien logic, and it felt as though time itself danced around him, quickening his hands and elucidating the path ahead. Visions flashed through his mind, images of the ship soaring through nebulas and weaving between asteroids, of the worlds waiting to be explored, and the life that lay beyond the silent void. Each echo within his mind deepened his resolve. He was no longer just a mechanic, he was a bridge between worlds, a vessel of hope in the shadow of despair. In one pivotal moment, Jack encountered a critical flaw. An intricate energy relay was on the verge of implosion. With an immediacy that demanded both intuition and knowledge, he recalled the patterns of wiring back on Earth, how different pieces of metal came together to create energy, harmony forged through chaos. He felt the heartbeat of the ship, her hum guiding him, whispering secrets of ancient civilizations. His fingers danced nimbly over the controls, dismantling and reconstructing the relay system with careful precision. The sound of the ship resonated, a guttural growl, echoing like a wounded beast. It shuddered, and for a brief moment, doubt flickered within him. Had he miscalculated? Had he committed to an act that could lead to ruin? But he remembered Xylara's unwavering gaze, the flicker of hope intertwined in her expression. He summoned every ounce of confidence he had and stabilized the core energy system just as it approached a critical juncture. A surge of gleaming light enveloped the room, illuminating the faces of the alien women. All eyes fixed on him in a moment of profound tension. With a final resolve, he pressed the last sequence. A low humming filled the air, the ship responded. Lights on the control panels flared bright, a soft vibration pulsed through the walls like a heartbeat revitalized. Xylara's astonishment was palpable, a mixture of relief and admiration washing over her features. In this instant, Jack gleaned an understanding far deeper than technology. He had forged a connection, an alliance that transcended the bounds of their different worlds. Instantly, he was transported from the mechanical to the existential. The implications of his success began to settle in. This ship, this technology, was not merely a vessel capable of space travel. It housed the heritage and spirit of an entire civilization, steeped in its own history, struggles, and aspirations. Jack felt a burgeoning sense of responsibility swelling in his chest, a calling to uphold the dignity of the lives that depended on his expertise, an echo of the humanity he clung to, even as he stood amidst the stars. As the ship stabilized and settled gently in the atmospheric embrace of the planet, Xylara approached him, her expression softening as she spoke in a language that transcended words. Though their tongues were divergent, her gratitude rippled like water through his very being, the warmth of connection blooming as a result of trust and triumph. Her fingers brushed against the intricate design of her outfit, a fabric woven from strands of luminous silk, shimmering hues shifting in tandem with the ship's pulsation. Her essence captured the dichotomy of elegance and fierce determination, qualities Jack admired deeply. In the aftermath of fixing the ship, they spent time amidst the hum of technology, the atmosphere thick with unspoken words. Jack was now acutely aware of the ethical dilemmas unfurling around him. What did it mean for him to be an envoy of hope? Would he usher these warriors of the stars toward their salvation, knowing full well that their fate hung by a thread? The choice to engage fully in this journey weighed heavily on his heart. He envisioned what it would mean to leave Nova Nevada, to abandon the life reflective of simplicity for an existence overwhelming with both possibilities and peril. As emotions wove intricately, the potential for new alliances emerged. The ship embraced the star-specked sky, and the alien women intended to bring Jack into their fold. They had witnessed his valor and skill, and in their tradition, it was customary to honor exceptional merit. But Jack hesitated. Was he sufficiently prepared to plunge deeper into a realm where myriad choices would dictate fates unforeseen? He had briefly tasted the bittersweet exhilaration of the cosmic potential that awaited. A deeper inquiry arose within him. Could he truly grasp the expansive responsibility that came with newfound knowledge? Was he ready to navigate worlds where ethics and existence intertwined in stark complexity? Memories of simple days in Nova Nevada surfaced, yet he understood that the tide had shifted irrevocably. The hum of the ship around him was a siren call, a beckoning that urged him to embark on an adventure that would ripple through the universe. Unbeknownst to him, the ship held secrets beyond simple navigation. Hidden within its structure lay ancient wisdom, knowledge coveted and feared. Echoes of reclaimed power whispered through halls of technology, waiting for the right individual to awaken and harness them. But such gifts bore a price, a contrast of light and darkness. Their acceptance might potentially unravel the very fabric of existence as they ventured forth. What choices would he face, and would his will endure against the tumult of the Chapter 4? A gift beyond measure as Jack Monroe stood in the sterile, luminescent glow of the alien craft. The air around him buzzed with an unseen energy. The three alien women, each gracefully poised and seemingly in tune with the very fabric of the universe, exchanged glances teeming with silent encouragement. Their unique physical appearances reflected their otherworldly origin. Each had skin that shimmered like the surface of a distant star, translucent and alive with colors that ebbed and flowed in rhythm with their emotions. Their leader, Lyra, stood slightly apart from the others. Her aura seemed to pulse in waves, a striking blend of violet and cerulean that hinted at her mental prowess. Tall and statuesque, Lyra had long, silvery hair that cascaded down her back like a waterfall of light. The intricate patterns etched into her skin told stories of courage and wisdom from 1,000 worlds. She observed Jack closely, as if scanning the depths of his soul. "Your courage has restored our hope," Lyra said, her voice melodious, a mix of harmonics that seemed to resonate deep within Jack's chest. "Our galaxy is fraught with dangers we cannot combat without aid. To you, we offer a gift, an enhancement bestowed only upon those who have proven themselves worthy." Jack felt a tide of emotions surging within him, anticipation and trepidation waging war in his mind. This was not merely a simple act of gratitude but rather an irreversible leap into an unknown reality. Would he accept an enhancement that could redefine his very existence? What were the costs associated with such gifts? Lyra gestured gracefully, summoning a holographic projection that shimmered into being. Elusive images rotated and shifted in the air, showing him fragments of knowledge he had never fathomed, complex equations, celestial maps of the stars he had only admired from afar, and the emotional spectrum of life itself. There lay the heart of their proposal, an invitation to access visions and perceptions he had never dreamed possible. This was the heavy burden of choice, the pathway to unspoken dimensions of experience and understanding. "What does each gift entail?" Jack inquired, his voice steadier than he felt. Ember, the second alien woman, stepped forward. Shorter than Lyra but equally enthralling, her skin emanated warm shades of orange with hints of gold that fluctuated like the sunrise. Ember had fiery red hair that danced like flames, and her eyes sparkled with a mischievous glint. Power can manifest in myriad forms. You might choose physical strength to withstand the rigors of hostile worlds, augment your mind for unparalleled intelligence, or seek acute perception, an understanding of the world around you, spotting truths hidden from others' gaze. Each option unfolded layers of potential before Jack, yet the ramifications weighed heavily upon him. Would he risk becoming something other than human through might? Could he live with the knowledge of everything that transpired around him if he pursued heightened intellect? Deep contemplation roiled within him. His life in Nova Nevada had been filled with the comforting simplicity of familiarity, the rustle of the wind and the rhythmic ticking of machine parts, a world where he comprehended the mechanics of his existence. And yet the lure of the cosmos eclipsed the mundane, calling him into the divine dance of creation, risk, and consequence. In that moment, something inside him shifted, a powerful revelation amid the whirlpool of cognitive dissonance. He found himself drawn inexorably towards the choice that resonated most within him. "I want acute awareness," Jack declared, a quiet resolve firming his voice. The insight to perceive the unseen, to understand more than what is presented. Lyra's expression softened into a smile that illuminated her entire visage, a welcoming embrace of the choice that Jack had made. "You have chosen wisely. With this gift, the weight of truth will be both your ally and your burden." As Lyra reached out, flowing energy enveloped Jack, cascading around him like a silken veil. The air thickened with the tangible vibrancy of the transformation, and he felt the rush of cosmic energy surge through him. Kaleidoscopic visions unfurling like petals in bloom before his very eyes. Time began to dissolve. Each heartbeat resonated with feverish clarity. He perceived distant stars pulsing in the vastness, their resonance soft, yet insistent in the rhythm of existence. Threads of unseen connections vibrated with intricate patterns. Each person, creature, and element around him began to reveal their hidden layers of emotion and intention, a symphony of existence unfolding in its rawest form. Yet hidden among the beauty lay the harrowing weight of reality. Each intricate revelation surged with the raw truth of life beneath the illusions. As Jack absorbed the shift in perception, a pang of dread threaded through him, a fear of the responsibility he now bore. He would see, he would know, and with such knowledge came the harrowing task of understanding how to shape belonging and consequence. With the sensation waning, Jack felt a heavy dependence on this new awareness. Understanding flowed through him in cascades, but so did apprehension, an existential ache that rippled through the core of his being. As he returned to reality, he caught sight of the alien women's intricate glows faltering, wavering like the fading whispers of a distant star darting behind clouds. The spacecraft hummed, almost as if it, too, shared in the weight of Jack's choice. Around them, the interior of the ship flickered with life. Symbols danced along the walls in rhythms of forgotten stories, pulsating with energy that resonated with the cosmos itself. "Now," Ember interjected softly, her voice tinged with urgency, "our journey begins, but we cannot remain idle. An enemy draws closer, one intent on disrupting the fragile balance of our universe. Your newfound insight may not only influence our fate, but the future of entire worlds." Jack's heart raced as he grasped the depth of this peril. He had crossed the threshold into a realm steeped in complexity and uncertainty. The universe teetered on the brink of chaos, and he caught glimpses of challenges ahead, dimensions entwining, allegiances clashing in vibrant colors of loyalty and betrayal. As the ship's engines roared to life, Jack felt an undercurrent of destiny rushing toward them, a call to action that beckoned him into the unfolding tapestry of existence with every passing moment. He steeled himself for the adventure, the peril, and the possibility that stretched infinitely before him. The surrounding stars began to shift, scattering intricate patterns across the cosmos, a celestial web of unknown woven through time and space. No solace would come from familiarity now. he had chosen the unknown. Once more, he stood poised on the brink of a cosmic abyss, ready to plunge into the uncertainty awaiting beyond the stars, his awareness amplifying every spark of tension coiled in the shadows. It became apparent, not all knowledge was a gift. Inherent within his acute awareness lay the fire of transformation, a glimmer of recognition that he could become both guardian and Chapter 5. A journey of choices with the celestial glow of distant stars illuminating the vast expanse of the night. Jack Monroe stood at the precipice of a new reality. The alien vessel, once merely a twinkling silhouette against the black canvas of space, now embodied the complexity of his struggles and triumphs, the culmination of decisions that would echo through the ages. The cosmos throbbed with possibilities, whispering promises of adventure, knowledge, and the untapped power that lay within him. Yet, the initial thrill of discovery brought with it a wave of introspection. Jack, now gifted with acute awareness, could sense the emotional currents that flowed through the ship, a tapestry woven with the hopes and fears of his alien companions. Each of their intentions flickered like shimmering lights against the backdrop of their shared mission, and although he could not fully comprehend their culture, he felt an elemental connection to their plight. They were not just beings from another world. They were seekers, explorers just like him, driven by a thirst for understanding and discovery. Days merged into nights aboard the vessel, the rhythmic hum of the engines lulling him into a meditative state. The ship, intricately designed with bioluminescent panels and organic technologies, morphed its environment based on the emotional states of its inhabitants. Jack observed how the walls would shimmer with brighter hues during moments of joy or soften into melancholic shades during quiet reflections. The design resonated with a life of its own, an understanding that felt familiar yet alien. Clara's voice echoed in his mind, a bittersweet reminder of what he had left behind. She had always encouraged his curiosity, yet he feared that pursuing his dreams might mean severing the bond they shared. The longing in his heart conflicted with the newfound resolve bolstered by his gifts. He focused on the stars beyond the canopy of the ship, tracing imaginary lines between constellations, reminding himself why he had chosen this path. This was not merely an escape, it was a venture into the unknown, a pilgrimage into the heart of his own potential. In the silent hours, Jack practiced honing his awareness, opening his senses to the universe's subtle messages. He visualized ripples extending through the fabric of space, where moments lingered, a past left to define him or a future filled with infinite trajectories. Each flicker of possibility reverberated within him, revealing the layers of his ambition, his fears, and the strength he never realized he possessed. One fateful day, as they soared through the nebula-strewn expanse, the alien leader, Lyra, approached him. With her luminous eyes reflecting the brilliance of the cosmos, she spoke, gesturing eloquently as she revealed fragments of their journey. They were headed to an ancient celestial archive, a repository of knowledge guarded by the wisps, ethereal beings known for their wisdom and propensity for secrets. The archive shimmered on the periphery of distant star systems, pulsing like a heartbeat, promising enlightenment to those who approached it with sincerity. Lyra explained that there, one could unveil the fabric of time itself, gleaning insights into their existence as well as the collective memory of countless civilizations. Jack's heart raced, he felt the weight of destiny pressing upon him. Would he uncover truths that could alter the course of his journey? However, the wisps were notorious for challenging seekers. Their tests were profound and often deeply personal. Jack understood that the knowledge he sought could come at a cost. It would require introspection, the unveiling of his innermost fears, and a confrontation with the past he had tried to escape. Preparing himself, Jack delved into the heart of his awareness, drawing upon his bond with the cosmos. The reminder of Clara's laughter and the warmth of his simple life surfaced, grounding him amidst the chaos of thoughts. Though he had set forth on a cosmic adventure, those memories shaped the person he had become, the essence he carried within him. This journey was not about abandoning his past but rather weaving it into the tapestry of his evolution. As the ship neared the archives, swirling clouds of energy coalesced, forming a celestial palace shimmering in shades of blue and violet. Ribbons of light danced around its spires, casting an otherworldly glow across the deck. They were met with silence, an invitation brimming with expectation. Jack could feel the gravity of the moment. With clamoring hearts, they disembarked, greeted by the Wisp's shimmering forms, a sight that vibrated with mystery. As each figure coalesced and took shape, Jack felt the pulse of their collective consciousness reach out to him. The Wisps hovered with an aura of ancient wisdom, shimmering layers flickering with shards of light, their features shifting and refracting images of past and future intermixed. Lyra stepped forward, appealing to the Wisps, each word imbued with purpose. Jack sensed Lyra revealing their plight, their search for greater understanding, and self-discovery that could bridge galaxies. Jack could feel the Wisp's scrutiny upon him, an ethereal curiosity urging him to step forward, to confront the essence of his journey. The Wisps gestured, entwining luminous tendrils of energy around Jack. He was drawn into an astral matrix, where moments from his life unfolded before him. Scenes from his childhood flickered, his first time fixing a bike, the stories of explorers who had inspired him, his unspoken dreams lingering in his heart. This tapestry of memories painted a picture of his vibrant essence, layering sadness and joy, each emotion intertwining to form a greater truth. With every new thread of memory, Jack felt an increasing urgency to understand not just his life but the lives of those around him. He recognized the beauty of shared struggles, the invisible threads connecting souls across the cosmos. And as he embraced this knowledge, deeper realizations took root. The love of friends, the bonds of loyalty, and the courage to pursue one's dreams had all sculpted his identity. He was part of a greater narrative, a timeless saga of discovery, survival, and awakening. In that moment of enlightenment, the Wisps represented multitude possibilities, each woven into the grand narrative of existence. Jack understood that the universe was a symphony of choices, his impacts rippling through time and space, shaping destinies far beyond his comprehension. The knowledge he sought resonated deeper. It wasn't just about unlocking the past or charting the future. It was about celebrating the interconnectedness of every being in the cosmos. As the tendrils of light retracted and the Wisps retreated into a golden glow of understanding, Jack felt his heart lift as though he had just emerged from the depths of a transformative journey. He had faced his fears, embraced his past, and found solace in the unknown. Armed with newfound clarity, he turned to Lyra and his alien companions, their eyes brimming with assurance and respect. He would not only carry the weight of his choices but also illuminate pathways for others. With the promise of adventure awaiting them, Jack reboarded the vessel, a renewed sense of purpose coursing through him. The ship surged with life, and as if you liked this story based on real events, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like it. Here you can dive into a different reality every day, where anything can happen. Comment below what kind of story you would like to hear here. Thank you very much for your attention. We are the Sci-Fi family.